Happy Friday, everybody. This is your drive-by. This is where we answer your questions. I'm Chris Collins, and this is Christian.
Hello, everyone.
Remember, the phone number is 8333 Ask SDR if you have a question. Let's go to today's caller.
Hey, guys. Hope everyone's doing well. Hey, so I had a good question for you all. I just took a service drive manager job / acquisition manager. So I want to call and see what's best practices for setting up a acquisition program for service customer vehicles, such as, they got a vehicle that waiting on parts for months and months and months, and they're paying for a rental car out of their pocket, or it's a, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 repair bill, and, they just wanted to trade out of it and get a new vehicle. Or if it's just a vehicle that, the customer has that doesn't meet their needs anymore, and we target them, either the day before or day of, and try to get them out of their vehicle into something new and keep them on that service evolution. Would love to hear some best practices, some experiences.
Okay, so this is anonymous, so I'm just going to say, hey, fella.
No, let's give him a name. By his voice, what would you say this guy's name? Like, you can kind of tell.
Yeah.
By somebody's voice.
Jake.
Pablo. Jose.
First off, super assumptive that you thought that was a good question. Second off, I counted 4 questions and you're 1 question.
But who's counting, Jose?
Pace yourself, Pablo. I do like that topic, though.
You do?
Yeah, that's a pretty good question.
Okay, let's go through the recipe. First thing is there's software that does this for you. The thing to keep in mind is the pregame is the most important part of this. So the day of is too late. You want to create a scenario where your service drive is 80% appointments, 20% drive-ins. You do that through Service Drive Judo, the way you make appointments, the way you load the shop, how easy you make it to make an appointment. There's a lot of things that go into that, but understand that your ability to execute on this, and I think the measurement is 5% of your CPRO count should be buying another car.
That's great.
So if you write 100 ROs, 100 customer pay ROs, how many would be buying a car?
What is 5?
5%. So if you write 1,000 ROs, how many would be buying a car?
What is 50?
And this is just in the drive.
Right.
Okay. So 5% is the goal. We have home field advantage, so we want to pregame. We want to get as many customers as we can to make appointments so we know who's coming. So we want to make it very easy to make an appointment. We want to encourage it through Service Drive Judo, etc., etc. Next thing is we need dedicated salespeople that they start running all the appointments for the day before, probably like around 3:00. Everyone would have a pre-write, and you would see, so in the software, there's a couple out there, but I think there's one main one that everybody uses. It'll tell you the customer's equity, where they're at.
I love it.
All of that.
Oh, it'll calculate possible payments, like the whole thing. It's really easy.
Then the dedicated salespeople know who's coming in at what time. You leverage your time by putting yourself in the best situation. So let's say you got a customer that has a car that's a year old and they have no equity, and you got a customer that's got a car that's 5 years old and they have tons of equity. You're going to go to the one that has tons of equity, and you're just going to introduce yourself at the time of write-up. So like, let's say Christian's the advisor, I'm the salesperson. Hey, Chuck, I know Christian's your advisor today, but I was looking through our computer and it flagged you and said that you are a prime candidate, and then do the buyback thing like, hey, we're looking for your car. Did you know you have equity? Whatever it is. Maybe after building a little rapport, talking to him a little bit, making friends. And then, hey, have you driven the new Toyota Corolla? Did you know that now you can have surround sound and it has a wife eject button on it? Did you know that?
Oh, I knew about the kid eject button, but now they put a wife eject button in there too?
Yeah, boom, gone.
Does it replace the wife?
It's a feature that some people want, Christian.
Yeah, I can see that.
Your fancy midlife crisis car might not have it, but a lot of Toyota customers want that.
Yeah. I think that the thing in there, I was going to try to say this just to bring it home. First off is I think the success or failure of the vehicle repurchase program, or whatever you want to call this, the service to sale.
Selling out of the service drive.
Selling out of the drive.
Selling out of the service drive.
So 1 is preparation, 2 is your relationship with the service department. I think you have to look at yourself as though you work in the service department and not that you're the outsider. And then
dedicated salespeople.
And if you get a service customer and the deal doesn't go through and it doesn't work out, do not screw everything up for the advisor.
For sure.
So it's a hand back off. If there's no deal, you made a friend. So don't look at it as a loss if you didn't get a deal today, but keep that service customer really, really happy. So that was kind of going to be my advice, is that you have to make friends with the service team and the customer at the same time. That's where I've seen it work the best.
Love it. Thanks for the question, Jose. You're going to get some swag.
Pablo,
honey, come to Florida.
Oh, Radiohead title, by the way. Did you know that I would know that?
It's also something else, but it's okay. Maybe you're too young.
Because I'm so much younger than you.
Jerky Boys.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Pablo, honey, come to Florida. You do remember that?
I remember the Turkey Boys.
Thank you, Pablo. We'll see you next time on Service Drive Revolution.
Thanks for watching this week's Drive By. I hope we gave you something to think about over the weekend. We're uploading new stuff every day, so make sure you subscribe and click the bell icon so you don't miss out. If you have a question you'd like us to answer on the show, call 8333-ASK-SDR and we'll answer your question on the show. That's 8333-ASK-SDR. For special deals on our books and training, head over to offers.chriscollinsinc.com. Now that's offers.chriscollinsinc.com. I'm Chris Collins, and I'll see you in the next video.